Hi guys, it's Tara. Welcome back to Tara's Take. I hope y'all are having a great day and you're ready to do some crafting. So this video is going to be a craft with me again, and we're going to do some more decorating, but this time we're going to be working on a specific topic. I pulled out a bunch of stuff. I don't know how much we'll get done, probably just a few things, but it's for this journal here. I have had this journal sitting on the back burner for about, well, I guess at least 2.5 months now. And I've got quite a few things done in it. I mean, it's prepped, it's ready to be decorated, and a lot of the pages are set up and, you know, ready to have other things added to them. Yeah, it's just been sitting there, and it needs to get done and be put in the shop for sale. So yeah. So that's what we're going to do. I'm going to work on a few things out of this, or for this today. As you can see, I've done quite a few things. That's a pretty one. But like, I need tags and cards and, you know, goodies to go in here. So yeah, let's get started. All right. Now, as you can see by the front cover, that journal is like a dark blue with a lot of white. But I do want to grunge it up a little bit. It's code journal that I worked on at the same time. I started them at the same time because I couldn't decide which cloth I wanted to work with, okay? And they were both so pretty. And so I actually did work on both of them and got the journal covers ready and everything, and thought, oh yeah, I'll do a lighter, more bright, you know, elegant journal on this one, and this one will be more grungy and earthy and all that, and it sort of worked out that way. But now that I'm down the road a little bit and I'm more in a grungy mood, I'm thinking that I want to tone it down a little bit. The white is very, very stark, which, I mean, is fine. I don't want to get rid of it. I just want to add a few things that have been aged, you know, distressed, kind of just change that aspect of it a little bit. So I have plenty of stuff here to fiddle with. Let me pull these out. These are purple. I'm not gonna use them. Now, give you guys a heads up. If I'm yawning a lot, I'm gonna try not to. I'm drinking some water, and I'm hoping that, you know, maybe I'm just a little dehydrated, but I got plenty of sleep last night. But my doctor put me on a new blood pressure medicine. As you know, I went to the cardiologist last week, and so he put me on a little higher level of sorry, I've got a toothpick sitting here. I apologize for that. He put me on a little higher level of my blood pressure medicine, and I'm just on my second day of taking that as of this recording, and so I'm kind of still getting used to it, and I think it's making me feel a little bit groggy. But I did not want to lose my momentum in my crafting and in hanging out with you guys and getting our videos up and stuff, so I thought, you know what, I am gonna press on and I'm gonna do this video because I really want to hang out with my girls. And yeah, so here I am. So yeah, I pulled out a bunch of things from different kits. I know I mentioned it in yesterday's video. I'm going to mention it again because different people see different videos. Not everybody sees the same ones. I want you to know I have links to shops that I mention in the videos when I show you stuff. Like Shabby Dabby Doodah, Bluebell Design, Janie B Journals, Tailor Made Journals. I have put links to different shops that I get my digital kits from. So when I reference them in the video, if they're not up there yet, I'm going to try to get them there as I reference things. But the ones that I've referenced thus far, I believe I have put there. I've even put Gail Agostinelli's shop. Her shop is called Cinnamon Tea in Etsy, and I don't think everybody knows that. I didn't know that until recently, and so I put it under Gail I always say her name wrong. You know who I mean. I put it under Gail's first name, but then it's the link to her Etsy shop in case I do happen to use something that she has in her shop, or if anybody's just looking for her shop, I thought it'd help you out. Okay. I know I was like, where's her shop? And I had not seen it, and then I happened to see an old video yesterday in the morning, and I was like, oh my gosh, that's the name of the shop. So yeah, so I went in and saved it under my favorites and thought you guys might want it too. So anyways, let's see here. So I brought a few little envelopes, some tags. I have more. I've got tons of tags I've cut because I bought these digital kits prior to doing those journals. I was prepping, and so I have all these fussy cuts ready to go. Now I did do like a Japanese kit, and that's not gonna, the stuff from that is not gonna go in this one. But yeah, I've got all this stuff with blues in it, and you know, different shades and stuff. So I'm going to be pulling from all of this in this envelopes and things. Okay, and I do not remember where I got all these kits. They are not from my main people I buy from. If you are interested in knowing about them, as you see something, if you like it, let me know, and I will put it. I'll put it in the link, or I'll link it in the description. I probably won't link the ones that I don't use as often in my main about page because, you know, I don't go to them as often. You won't hear from me, or won't hear about them as often from me. But anyway, so let's see here. I brought a couple of little things from Tina that I really like. I have a few little mini tags that I've made that aren't blue, but that don't matter. They're neutral. We can decorate on them. I told you I want to get some, I want to bring in some more grunginess and aged vintage look to this journal. So, okay, so I'm going to grab something here and start decorating because right now I'm just look like I'm fiddling, and I'm sorry for that. Okay. So, put you guys over here. This is pretty. This butterfly is a little too bright for my taste, but, and look at that. I'm actually, I made this booklet and didn't even do any distressing of the white. You know that's not like me, right? You guys know that now. Let's see here. What can we do that would help this along a little bit? I could put some ribbon. Let's see if I can fit one of my little brushes in here. We're going to have to do it because I think I'll decorate this first. This is one of the first ones I ever showed you guys. It's one of those little checkbook. The little check, I call them checkbook. I don't know what Tina calls them. I got them from her a year ago. One of the first things I ever learned to make with her. Yeah, I have no idea what she calls them. I don't remember. They just remind me of a checkbook. Anyone out there who's in my generation will know what I'm talking about. Which I think for the most part, my viewers are in my generation, or I don't know. It's expanding. It is expanding, praise the Lord. I'm having a few younger people watch, but for the most part, you guys are in my generation. And as we know, I'm 56. I have no issue telling my age. I'm just browning this up on the inside a little bit so that I'll put something down on here to make it look a little less bright. There we go. That's good enough for now. And then I think I will lay out a little piece of ribbon on both sides on the inside. I hope the camera's better. One of you had asked me to adjust it a little bit because I was crafting too close to myself. Let me see. Can you see me? Am I okay? It's really important to me that I don't do that. If you see me doing that, please, please, please let me know. I do try to run through these videos before I post them. I don't just post them And I would usually notice, but also if I didn't get a chance to do that, you know, you guys are seeing it, not me, for the most part. And I just can't stand when I'm watching a video and the person's way back here and I can't see what they're doing, you know, because I'm watching so I can see what they're doing. Because I either want to hang out with them and watch how they craft, or I want to learn and be inspired, you know, or both. And can't do that if I can't see. Now, this is an opening here for a pocket, but it'll be fine once this is down. It won't, it's not impeding the, oops, but that will. And then I got glue up on that paper. I told you kids, I'm kind of tired today. No excuse though. Wipe that off. And what I was gonna, I browned this area just a little bit with the distress so that it wouldn't stand out white, and then I don't really have to do anything up against that part that's closing. I don't want to hinder the book from closing, you know what I mean, by filling it with too much stuff on the inside. So that just gives you a little coverage there. I'm going to do the same on the other side, and this time I'm going to try really hard not to hit that paper with the glue. I don't even know, maybe I shouldn't be using this stick. Maybe I should be using my art glitter glue. Probably. I'll check later and see if it's holding on the other side. If it's not, I'll have to fix it. I know that the art glitter glue will hold the ribbon in place. Okay. Just run that through. You know, I love my little home and I love my little workspace, but I will enjoy someday having a bigger crafting area where I have room to expand and not drop things because they're too piled up on each other. I'm sure anybody out there who has a smaller crafting area, you know what I'm saying. So yeah, that looks better. It's not so bright white now on the inside. And then I am going to get the bigger brush here, and I'm going to distress this piece a wee bit. Not a lot, just, you know, bring it down some. Tone it down. And on this front part, I'm going to put something to cover that butterfly because it's just way too bright. You know, I bought the kit. It was beautiful designs and stuff. And you know how sometimes you'll buy a kit and it'll look one way on the screen, and then when you get it, it looks a little bit different. That was the case with this particular kit, and I'm not really sure which store it came from. I'm not trying to diss anybody, I promise you that. You know, once I got it, I saw that the flowers and the designs are beautiful, but like the butterflies, they look a little detached from the design of what they had there. And yeah, so I will be, and they're also much brighter than I thought they were. So I will be covering that butterfly. All right, now let's see. I am thinking that one of these lovely women would look pretty on here, or I have some of these cards that are here with me from Tina's. It's too wide. See, that butterfly is more what I like. I like a more muted, bright. It can be brighter, but not quite so bright. I was looking because, oh, here we go. I brought a few different little fun pieces like her. I think she's really pretty. I did a spread in another journal of mine with her, as the full page. It was a full page sized half of a, it was big enough to fit framed by the edges of my page, and made it into a pocket, and it looked so adorable. See, I really like her, so I'm probably going to put her on as an outer pocket. So I'm going to glue it on 3 sides, and that way it can be, she can be used as a pocket. Okay, try to keep this up in front of me so that I know everybody can see. I felt so bad when you told me that, and not toward you, but toward myself. I was like, dang it, I hate that, because I really I get frustrated when I'm watching a video and I'm like, wait, I can't see your hands. I can't see what you're doing. And I'm like, darn it, I don't want to be that person who does that. You know, when you're doing this and you're on here with you folks, you know, you just want to give people the best that you can give them. You really do. I mean, that really, I'm not going to speak for everybody, but I can say that if, you know, you're on here, more than likely, your goal is to give your audience the best experience they can have with you. You know what I mean? And so I definitely don't want that experience to be me crafting back here and you guys just sitting there watching a blank space. That's no fun. I was looking, I just love this tape. Is this just Tim Holtz and his fun stuff they make him, you know, they design for his creations is amazing. And I just absolutely love, love, love. I'm thinking I want to be able to use every piece. I was thinking I could take a piece of it and sit it in this corner. I don't want any of it wasted, and kind of bring it into the picture together, you know, and have it matching, so it's like, you know, it's there together. Okay. Yeah, I really want to make this journal not just, it'll still be elegant, it can't help but be, but or have that, you know, stylish look and not so grungy, but I do want to have it have some kind of aged vintage effect on it. So, and I am doing what I've been telling you guys I want to do, and that is I'm grabbing what I like and I'm putting it down. I am not trying to make everything perfect and matchy-matchy, and I really am trying to do it that way because I get way too caught up in what I'm doing and end up taking forever and not even really enjoying the process as much because I get so caught up in what I'm doing. So yeah, I'm just trying to have fun. Let's see. Where's my blue? I wish I had just a slight bit more room here because I need to pull stuff out. And I kind of can't. I'm going to just do a little bit of stamping here with some flour. Okay. If you guys could see how I have got everything piled up over here, you'd probably laugh at me. I'm reaching in my drawer to get my my stamps book, the one I showed you guys, the notebook, so that I can pull from it, because I'd like to use, you know, when I'm crafting lately, I mean, when I've been doing it with you guys, I've been doing the best I can, but I haven't been pulling in everything like I usually do. I mean, I play with all of my stamps, my embossing powders. I do paints and you know, when I'm really sitting here by myself just going along, and you know, I want to do that with you guys too, so you get kind of a full picture of really what I do when I'm really crafting. So I'm trying to dumb down some of this a little bit. Yeah, this has to be covered. I don't like that. I'm sorry. I know that it's pretty, but I don't like it for this project. That's how I should say that. I'm not enjoying it for this project, so. I would not normally decorate the inside of these like this, but because I'm trying to disguise some of this brightness, I'm doing it. Let me grab a pen. So let's see, what can I tell you guys about? So I told you about my medicine. This is the chit chat part of the video. I'm trying to think. Oh, I'll tell you about this. So remember when we had the truck worked on for Cordy, his job? Okay, so that kind of threw, unfortunately, I mean, okay, Courtney's boss is a wonderful person. He's a very sweet older man. I've told you guys that. We like him very much. We do not, I'm not telling you this to diss him in any way. I'm just telling you what's going on. So he, because of what all happened with the truck, he kind of got thrown into arrears financially, because people are not, the companies that use their services, the big companies, because like they take on landscape jobs. Like if any of you get your yards landscaped and you pay, with his company, you pay like for the whole year. For the most part, most people pay for the whole year. Some of them pay monthly, but most of them pay for an entire year. And then the work that they're getting done, you know, it's already been paid for. So there's no revenue coming in for that work, right? Okay, so they go out and do those jobs. That's fine. Then there's the jobs where it's like rental property companies utilize his company. Okay, these big ones, like the big ones that have entire housing developments kind of stuff. Okay, so, or they do these big rental property companies that property management, that's what I want to say. And so they use him, and so he's got a couple of those that are really big. Well, they have not been, one of them especially has not been paying him what they owe him. And so it's kind of thrown his finances into a mess, because that all of those thousands of dollars he had to spend getting the work truck fixed last month. Now he's having to have the guys, he's got two people that work for him, my husband and his coworker. He's having to have them hold their paychecks, okay? And he's done it now. Last week was the 5th week it's happened in the past month and a half. So we've only had one time in the past month and a half where Cordy's been able to cash, you know, deposit his check at our normal time. And I mean, thank God, about, you know, I don't know, maybe 3 months ago or so, the Lord had really put on both of our hearts that we needed to not just have our checking account, but we needed to start a savings account. Now, we've, of course, I've told you guys, we've been saving in it for a down payment on our home. That was, you know, that was our goal with it. Well, because of what's been going on with Ron's company, it has become a kind of a Peter borrowing from Paul to pay Peter, you know, that saying. It's becoming that we're borrowing from ourselves to cover everything until we can cash our check. And so that's been kind of stressful. And so just keep us in your prayers. Keep his boss in your prayers. He's a good man. He's not been well. I think I mentioned that to you guys too. He's got some health issues that are pretty serious. And there was a gnat. I've got my stuff out, collecting them again. They're coming back again. I got rid of him for like 2 weeks or like a week, and now I'm coming back. Anyway, he's a wonderful person, and he doesn't feel good. He's older. He's in his 70s. He's got these health issues, and I just don't think he has the energy to like call these people and argue with them. And oh, I'm about to close my pocket, guys. Did you see that? I almost sealed my pocket shut. You know what? It's going to look horrible. I'm going to have to now. That makes me irritated. That ribbon made me forget I had a pocket there. But anyway, he had a hard time. And he's not able to, doesn't seem to be able to really fight back and say, hey, you know what? You need to pay me. I've got employees I owe, you know. So please, if you think about it, please keep him in your prayers and his company. And you know, it's been a little stressful. I'm not angry at him or anything, because I know he's always been very good to us, and I'm just praying that the Lord will give him the physical strength to deal with, you know, everything that's going on, and the emotional strength as well to be able to call these people and talk to them, because really nobody else can do that for him, you know. And he runs his company on his own. He doesn't have he's got a girl who does his payroll, and that's about it. He doesn't have anybody who's, you know, managing. He is the manager. So yeah, anyway, that's the exciting stuff going on here. Like I said, praise the Lord, we have, you know, that savings that we've been able to fall back on, and the Lord was very faithful in having us plan ahead. We didn't know we were going to have to be using that. And he gets to cash his check eventually. It's just, it takes he should be able to deposit it on Fridays, and he's not, we haven't deposited last Friday's check yet, and it's Tuesday. So, you know, sometimes it'll be, he'll text us on Sunday and go ahead and deposit. And then sometimes he'll text on Tuesday and be like, go ahead and deposit. So we're hoping he says, go ahead and deposit. But, yeah, so that's our excitement. I don't have a lot of exciting things to say. I'm kind of a boring person ultimately, but okay, I'm not boring, but you know what I'm saying. I just have your regular life. So, I'm not cutting down my life. Praise the Lord. I love my life. I love my life. Thank you, Jesus. So let's see. That looks kind of cute, right? I mean, it's different. It's eclectic. It does not match or anything. I mean, everything's blue, but the topic themes, you know, aren't match. And I kind of like that. And I glued my pocket shut, but that's okay. I have one right here. We're good. And it's a little notebook anyway, so yeah. So it feels like it needs something still. I'm not sure what. What do you guys think? Put a butterfly back on it now that I've taken them away. That butterfly's nice there. Oh, I know what's missing, of course. What do I always put on everything? Words. You know me, I love my words. I love these little tabs, but they all have like the Japanese garden and stuff, and it doesn't really match what I wanted to use. So I'm going to set them aside so I quit grabbing them. Okay. I think I have these I haven't really used, and these are in blue. I might be able to grunge them up a little bit and use them. Let's see, what does it say? Trust. Take my worries, Lord. Oh, praise God. Take my worries. Amen. That one looks nice there. Or maybe up the side. Let's see. I think you keep him in perfect peace, whose mind is stayed on you, because he trusts in you. Yeah, that one's good. That one's good. I think that's the one. I love that scripture. you keep in perfect peace, whose mind is stayed on you because he trusts in you. That could also say you keep at perfect peace, whose mind is stayed on you because she trusts in you. Amen? Okay. There we go. That's going to go right there on the front. Come back under the camera. Not that the glue is that exciting, but I'm trying to be mindful of where my hands are. There we go. Pretty, pretty. I like it. I like it. It's nice. Make sure that's glued down nice and tight. I really, 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 really love that tape. I just think it's so much fun. My eyes are very drawn to it. Let's see. This one's cute. Do I need to? I think it'll fit. Do you know what I sat and did this morning? I have a DigiKit from Tina. It's one of her label kits. And it's been, and I love this kit because it's very, a lot of neutrals and then a lot of colored ones. And, but it's about, I think it's like, I don't want to misrepresent, but I think this kit is probably around 15 to 17 pages of just solid labels, and they're awesome labels, and I've had them in my drawer forever. I actually sat and cut them today for hours. That could be why I was so tired, I guess. I literally, I mean, I got up and had a little breakfast, and then later I had a little snack, but from like 5 o'clock in the morning until, I want to say 9:30, 10, somewhere between 9:30 and 10, I was cutting labels. So yeah, that was fun. So there we go. There's our little girl. Now this back here is just kind of random. I just love that picture. The feathers, the colors are so pretty. I just really like that one. So there's one piece down. Yay! What time is it? What time is it? That took me 30 minutes. Well, technically probably about 25. But I did what? Front, insides, all of that. So, you know, I look at the full picture. I'm not just doing the little part of it. I did the entire thing. And I'm thinking that's not too shabby. I have these amazing vellum pictures from Tim Holtz. I want to use them so bad. And they're just in this little folder over here, waiting to be used. They're so pretty. I saw them the first time and I was like, oh, I gotta have those. And then after I got them, it's one of those things where you get them and then you go, okay, how am I gonna use that? Do you guys do that? Do you do that? Okay, be honest. Show of hands. Who does that? Oh, that one's pretty. Look at that. And yeah, that's me. I get something and go, ooh. And then it's there forever because I don't know how I'm going to use that particular piece. I'm looking here. I thought I had some envelopes. You know what I was thinking might be kind of fun in this book is, I don't know if you guys remember a few weeks ago, we did the little, let me see if it'll fit. We did the little pages, cloth pages, strips, and then cut them down, you know. One of the things I did was I cut it down into, yeah, it won't fit, it's too big. Plus it doesn't really match, so is it? I cut it down into little books and stuff like that. My pages I did, and I just haven't really done anything with them yet. But I was thinking, ooh, that fits, doesn't match, but it fits. Okay, maybe I'll find something else to use these on eventually here while I'm doing this decorating binge. And yes, it is a decorating binge, my loves, because one of you said you like the decorating even more than the mask make, and I agree. I love watching people decorate, and I love just hearing people chit chat with me and listening to their stories and stuff. You know, I'm like that. That's one of the reasons I do the channel the way I do, because this is what I enjoy when I'm watching stuff. I had so much fun today. I was watching Barbara on 49 Dragonflies, and she was talking. I watched a couple of her videos today. I got to sit down and do the fussy cutting, and I was like, I'm gonna watch some Barbara. I haven't watched her in a minute. And so she was talking about when she got to visit with Louise Heinzel and Honey, and how much fun she had, and she's such a little sweetheart. I love listening to her. I even commented and told her how precious she is. She's just precious, and it blessed me, because, you know, and that's what I like. I love the experience of being able to sit and listen to other folks and get to know people, and I love the fact that our generation gets to do this. I think it's very cool. I think it's very, very cool. I stuck something, I think I must have put her in here. I was going to use this piece of, it's a picture I have printed on muslin, and I wanted to, oh, here she is. There she is. I thought she might look really nice on something. Look at that. I like it. You guys like it? I think she's pretty there. Yeah. And then we can glue this in like that, or like that, or I can make it a, I can even do it as like into a side pocket or a floating with a clip, you know. So yeah, we're gonna use this. Okay, let's see now. These are the prettiest little tags, and they're so cute. If you guys are interested in this kit, let me know. I'll look in all my goodies and find out which one it is. It's very pretty. Ooh, some things just kind of fall together. Not that one. Too big. Do I have a smaller one? Still too big. I love all these little bits and bobs. Little bits and bobs that you can stick on stuff, and it just makes things look so pretty. Here we go. That one's nice. And then we could even take a little of the distress and just grunge this flower out a tiny bit. And then maybe do a tiny bit on here, so it kind of tones it down. Like I said, I want to bring that journal into a more kind of a balance. I don't want it to be all white and bright blues, and it just doesn't do it for me. It's pretty if somebody else were to do it, but me doing it, I just go, I don't like that. Now, I want to figure out, do I want her as a pocket on the front? Because then I could just do a little bit of I don't know. I don't know if she needs to be a pocket or not. I kind of like her. This is an envelope. I kind of liked it with how I had it a second ago. So let's see here. Me and my butterflies, I know. What do you guys think? Is this a no, a yay, a nay? Don't need the bow, right? The bow's out. Tossing the bow. I hope that's how you felt. Let's see. Way too big. Or we could put the little plants behind the flower, the rose, and then, because they do go, they're from the same kit, so they're gonna match, you know. If I pull her over just a tad, and then do this in the corner, let's darken this up and see what happens. We know what happens when we distress. Everything looks gorgeous. Yes, that rhymed. Wasn't that cool? I love when things happen like that. Me and Courtney sing to each other a lot, and we'll make up, you know, parodies for other songs and stuff, and or we'll sing to our dog, or we'll pretend like she's singing, you know, something to us, and we'll, like, you know, narrate her, and yeah, we're weird. Anyway, don't tell me you don't do that. I'm sure some of you do that. But it's funny because I love when both of us were going along and we're rhyming really good and the parody's sounding awesome, and all of a sudden we go, like, it goes totally off to the left, and you're going, okay, that made absolutely no sense. I feel like an idiot. Do you ever do that? We do that a lot. Okay. I am going to make her a pocket. I know I said I didn't need to, and then I changed my mind, of course. You guys are probably used to that by now. I feel like Tina, she says that about herself. I just said I wasn't going to do that, and then I turn around and do that. It's like, yep, that's okay. We all do that. If we're honest, we all do that. Okay. I'm going to go ahead and sit this down, and then this like that. Yeah. Yeah. Oh, wrong one. I'm excited because I'm actually getting some stuff done with all this ephemera. It really makes me happy, and I hope you guys don't mind doing these kind of videos. Let me know in the comments if it's, you know, if you want to do something else on our craft with me days, more exciting. I just thought for a minute I might take a minute out and make these kind of videos, because when I'm not on camera with y'all, I am working on this stuff as well. I'm literally trying to overpower the ephemera box. We are in a life and death grip with one another, and I will win. I will win. That's how I feel. I'm like, I'm going to overcome you. I don't care what you do, what you say. I like that right there. Yeah, that's pretty. You know, it would look nice. I gotta say it. Here, I told you guys I do this, and I just feel like it would look pretty on here. And I want this journal to have a touch of me. I don't want to just work fast on here with you guys and get things done and then not, how do I say that? I want you to get the full experience of what it would be like to craft with me, and this is what it's like to craft with me. I jump in with my embossing, and so yeah, I think I'm going to, I do this sometimes. I just take this, I think I've shown you this, I just take it around the circle, and you know, I haven't used this in a minute. I think it's, yeah, it's still wet. I just take it around like this, get it kind of wet around that edge. Okay, and then get out, let's see, I need a piece of paper. I'll use this guy right here. Okay, and because I am doing this with no design, I'm just going to take it and run it. Can you see? Can you see? Am I up close enough for you to see me? Here, I'm going to make sure that you can see, and I don't want to dump that. So I just take it around this edge, okay? And you can see it's getting on there, okay? Oops. I have not used this, I haven't used this embossing powder since I got it and used it with you guys. And it's so pretty. This blue is just phenomenal. I don't think that's wet enough. I'm gonna have to re-wet that a little bit. There we go. Yeah, this blue is so beautiful. So, okay. Now I am going to put this back before I spill it. We all know the rule when Tara is touching things. She must follow them, otherwise bad things occur, okay? Bad things. Spillage, dropping, breaking, crushing. All right, it's gonna get loud for a minute. Sorry about that. I'll hold it over here. Or do you guys want to watch the fun? Here, I'll hold it down. I haven't used my heat tool in a minute either, so it's going to take a second. There we go, it's starting. Oh yeah. See, for me, it's these fun little touches like this. Yeah, can you see? It's these fun little touches that really make my journal come alive for me. And yeah. For me. Sorry, I had to switch sides. My fingers are burning. Yeah, I just love it. I love this embossed look around the edges of paper. And we had only used that powder on that black. So we hadn't really gotten, see it? Isn't that pretty? Look at that. I'm trying to get it, there we go. I'm trying to get the light so you can see. So yeah, it adds something to your design. Let's see. Okay. It's a little way of putting some bling in there without doing, like, you know, the diamante or diamante, however you say it. I heard somebody say diamante the other day, and I'm like, I always call it diamante, and I think it comes from I look at things that have an I, and I live in Arizona, and a lot of people speak Spanish, and I speak some, and the I makes the E sound, and so I always think of, I don't know, I just do. Sometimes I say stuff, and Courtney will look at me and go, I think it says this, and it'll just be so simple. Yeah, I give him a lot to laugh about. He gives me a lot to laugh about too, though. He's very funny. He's very, very funny. Okay, so there's the front. And what do you think? And it's got a little pocket right here. See? She's a little pocket. So what I'm gonna do is grab one of those cutie little tiny, see what I mean? I have got like such little space here when it comes right down to it. I've got stuff falling, and it's very annoying. The Lord knows, He knows my heart. He knows that someday I'd love to have a little bit bigger kitchen, and I've had it before. Like I told you guys, I've got a testimony. I'm here in this home for a reason right now. I used to have a very, very big house. I've had a couple of very, very big houses before, so I don't want a huge house. I would like to just have one that's, you know, a little bit bigger. It doesn't have to be a lot of bit bigger, just a little bit. I think I'm going to use one of these little cards, a couple of these. Oh gosh, nothing on the back, huh? We're going to distress that. Whew. It about blinded me. It was so white. I'm just kidding. Okay. You can also, when you want something in a situation like that, you can also take like a little bit of your, you can take a paintbrush and use a tiny bit of coffee and just, you know, coffee dye it real quick. Or you can use a spray bottle, like I do a lot, you know. So you don't have to use distress ink if you don't want to. Let me get a drink of water, girl. Yeah, so there we go. I do want to do a second little something in here. Let me see. Okay, I know I have, here, we'll do one of these little guys. How about this one here? It's pretty. Go ahead and we'll distress the back. I should be using my brush for this. I'm going to have skid marks. The brush does it. Well, it's not doing too bad. Okay, make sure and do the edges. I don't feel so bad about just throwing some of these cards in here like this, because I did buy this kit for this journal, for this and the other one that I finished. The other journal, if you're interested, there's a video on here. I think it's called Vintage Rose. It's a flip through on here, and also it's in the shop, the Etsy shop, if you want to see it there, okay? Because I have a few more pictures of it there. So, all right. So I will probably put. Let's see. I need something that's square. Let's see. Will this little guy fit in here? Nope. Miss? Yes? Yes? Maybe? Nope. I could trim it, I guess. It's too small. Plus, it's such a cute picture. I kind of don't want to. Thunder. Yeah, so what all have you guys been watching? Who, have you been watching any shows lately, or you heard any good preaching on TV or online? Have you, what you been doing? I really do love it when you guys tell me about, stuff you're hearing or learning or watching, or, it's so much fun to me, because it makes it real, like our relationship, it makes it like not just me on here and you guys way out there. It brings you to me. Personal, makes it personal. I like that. Now this has a spot for a tag. I just noticed it as I was doing that. It's got a little, I was thinking of putting a couple of little cards in here. I don't really want to do a ribbon or anything, so I guess maybe I'll have to use something else. This one's pretty. Yes, of course I'm gonna, oh, it's a tag too, duh. Okay, maybe I'll just finish that later. Anyway, we're gonna call this done for now, and I'll put something in it when it's ready to go. For right now, this is good for the journal. So there's 2 pieces. Now what time? What time? Oh, we're almost done, guys. We're almost done. Let's see. You know what? Actually, I think I'm going to call it done, because we've done 2 pieces. I know it's not a ton, but I don't want to keep you guys forever, and that way you can't say I kept you here for more than an hour, because I might if I go on. You guys have a wonderful day. I love you all so much, and thank you so much for hanging out with me today, and I'll see you tomorrow, okay? God's blessings on each and every one of you. Bye.